Now we will check the flatness of this floor. Let's go ahead to our view mode, which is the hand. We'll zoom out and we'll segment out a section that we can make it a little easier for us to work. So we'll just look down on our scan. We'll go into orthographic mode and we'll use our fence. And let's use this area here. We'll copy this into a new model space to make viewing a little easier. Go back to our perspective mode. The first thing that we'll do is we'll actually merge the two clouds together so that it makes picking a little easier. So to do that, we'll go to our selection, set selectable, point cloud, select. So now that all the point clouds are selected, and then under the create object menu, we'll hit merge. It takes seconds for it to happen. Next, what we need to do is actually remove all the stuff on the ceiling, the columns, the cars, us walking around, and the erroneous data, so we can actually work just with the floor. We'll go ahead and pick a point on the floor, and with our region grow and smooth surface routine, we'll go ahead and remove all that data. Cyclone will go ahead and then create this surface, or this large patch that will grow along the surface that we picked on. In most cases, the default settings in the window will work just fine. Once done, we'll go ahead and hit OK. And then Cyclone will start to work and segment off the data from the floor. Once it is finished, all the data that has been segmented will turn green, as you see here. And it is also highlighted. And notice that the floor is not. We can just go ahead and hit delete key. And all that data has been removed from view. We can zoom out, make sure that we have gotten all the data. We just have one little stringer left over. So we'll just go ahead and use our fence tool. And we'll just chop that off and delete that. Now what we can do is we can turn on our SlabFlatness. By doing so, we just need to choose our point cloud, and then we're going to go right over to our, pull this down, go to our cloud options toolbar. We'll just go ahead and click on elevation map, and we need to edit it for the parameters. We'll just go to this button here. You have different options. You can use this color, these colors, or this one. We'll use this one because it's the most severe. Make sure your number of colors is set to 16, and you can set your delta. This is the number, this is the shift in elevation that each color will represent. So in this case, let's go ahead and represent a 1/4 inch. So in feet, that is 0.02 feet. We'll repeat outside of our range. So without this, it's only going to go for the first 16 color shifts and then stop. We want it to continue, so we'll just repeat that. We'll hit apply. Now you can notice that we have basically a fake contour map. So if we're looking down on this, that all the water, if there was water in here, would be flowing towards a manhole or a catch basin, it would be here. And of course, a low spot here. And that's a quick way to show slab flatness. Now, had this floor been actually flat, of course, the color shifts would have been a lot more subtle. So in some cases, you might want to make the color shift a little less. So maybe 1/100th of a foot or 1/8 of an inch. It's very handy to point out if the floor is supposed to be flat. You will very quickly see if there's puddling or problems with the floor that has been placed or poured. Next, we will actually make a mesh and we will calculate a volume of material as if this floor was supposed to be flat.